Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's video, we're going to be doing some more shorter-term technical analysis on Bitcoin because in yesterday's video, I posed to you that Bitcoin was looking extremely bearish right now, and in that video, I laid out 12, 13 different technical indicators that are pointing to a possible correction coming to Bitcoin now in the next 24 hours or so. But something you guys pointed out in the comment section, and something I most certainly do see, is that Bitcoin does find itself here in a bull flag consolidation pattern, so were we wrong in yesterday's video in our prediction that Bitcoin is going to crash? Is Bitcoin going to go with scenario 2 that we outlined in that video, ignore all the technicals, and with the power of FOMO and bullishness and overexuberance, blast off to $10,000? Well, guys, we're going to be discussing that in today's video, and my opinions have changed just a little bit since yesterday, so I do want to go ahead and update you guys. Some things have happened on the chart as well in the last 24 hours, so we do have quite a bit to get to in today's video. This is going to be a good video. You're going to get a lot of value out of it. I encourage you to watch until the end, because I have a treat for you guys at the end of this video. Before we dive on into it, though, guys, I do want to remind you of the course sale that we just started. CT2A is currently on sale for $40 off using the May the 4th coupon code right over there. With that code, you're going to be getting access to over 10 hours of high-quality educational content that will teach you how to read cryptocurrency markets like a pro so that you can actually trade them for profit. It's quarantine time, guys. It's that time of the year again. Hopefully, this doesn't become a time of the year. But if it does, then this time of the year will be a good time of the year to study. If you want to learn cryptocurrency markets, the very best place to go and the one-stop shop for all cryptocurrency technical analysis is CT2A. The link's in the description down below. More on that at the end of the video. But for now, though, guys, without much further ado, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. Hands down. Can you handle what we're all about? I'm so tough, not scared to show you up. Can you feel the rush now? Ain't nobody bringing us down, 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 down. They can try, but we're gonna wear the crown. Oh, goodness, guys. I'm having a terrible hair day. Do you see this? Guys, I haven't been able to get a haircut since, like, November because of this freaking pandemic. I was due for one in February, and then everything got shut down. It sucks. Guys, in this video, we have quite a lot of analysis to get to on top of what we talked about in yesterday's video because actually, as I explained in yesterday's video, pretty much all of the technical indicators are pointing very bearish for right now, but there is one thing that I reminded you at the end of yesterday's video, and that is to never, and I mean never, underestimate the power of FOMO. And I'm not making this video to cover my butt, by the way. I'm making this video because I know a lot of people will watch the videos I make and just, boom, listen to me and go into a short position without doing any of their own analysis. So I need to make sure you have both sides of this story, and I did the other side justice, because in yesterday's video, we were talking about the bearish case. This video, I want to actually talk about the bullish case, because there is one, guys. The last couple of weeks have been remarkably bullish for Bitcoin, the most that we've seen in quite some time. In fact, in the last 7 weeks or so, Bitcoin has rallied 122%. That is something that we have not done in a very long time. Our previous rally lasted about the same amount of time, had half the size of rally. You might be thinking, oh, well, Bitcoin isn't doing that well. It's still at such a low dollar value. But guys, Bitcoin has actually rallied back above where this crash started. We started this around $8,000. We're now trading nearly $9,000. Bitcoin is looking remarkably bullish. And by the way, what is this 50 daily simple moving average doing? Are you seeing this? The 50 DSMA never does what it just did. I mean, you can go right ahead and look back on the last couple of years of price action history. You're just not going to see our red moving average here make a movement like it just did. Even though all of those other technicals are pointing bearish, you gotta hand it to this. This moving average right here is extremely bullish. The 50 DSMA was already being pulled up, and then we had this massive blow-off rally in the last couple of days. Of course, we're going to see the 50 DSMA start to rally. One thing to remember also, guys, is that yes, there are all these bearish technicals, but you also have to remember the fundamental analysis. The fundamentals right now say that the bulls are very strong because we've been in this 7-week uptrend, and they say that there's a halving coming in 10 days. As you guys can see, in just over a week, we are going to see a massive, massive fundamental change to the Bitcoin blockchain. The Bitcoin block reward is going to drop from 12.5 Bitcoin to 6.25 Bitcoin, which essentially means that all ye miners are making twice double Bitcoin right now and are taking full advantage of it. What this also means is that when the halving comes, everybody's going to think, okay, well, the Bitcoin halving's priced in. We don't need to think about it anymore. That fundamental is old news, even though the effects of the halving are actually going to start a couple of months after the halving event in the first place. The point is that the 9 days leading up to the halving, it would make a lot of sense for it to be a state of Bitcoin rally as people get excited about it. People have asked me this, Jeb, do you think the halving's already priced in? No, because most people in this space have never seen one before and they're thinking, boom, it's just going to be bullish because that's what the charts show. And for the most part, they're right. It is a little naive, but it is going to cause a rally. Remember, in yesterday's video, we were not talking about a massive rally. We were talking about a short-term correction, which Bitcoin needs. But I will draw your attention to the entire 2017 bull market, guys. I want to make this point, and guys, like I said, I'm not making this video to cover my own tail if Bitcoin goes to the upside, because I said specifically in yesterday's video that it's a possibility. The reason I'm making this video is because I don't want you guys to listen to what I say, take it as gospel, and get burned if it doesn't happen because you're not using your own head. The whole point of this video is to make you think for yourself, because I saw a lot of people in the comments joking and saying, oh, I'm just going to go into 100x short because Jeb said that. That's not the point of these technical analysis videos. I'm trying to give you ideas, not instructions. Do you understand what I'm saying? 2017, as I was about to say, this entire market warranted a massive correction. Remember how we talked about Bitcoin riding the outside of the Bollinger Bands? Yeah, try doing it for 60 days and not having a correction. You know how we talked about 73 on the RSI being overbought right now? Yeah, try 93 back in December of 2017. I need to make this point very clear because I don't think I actually made it clear enough in yesterday's video, but based on the comments, it doesn't seem like I did. Bitcoin can ignore technical indicators. If there's a lot of FOMO, if there's a lot of fundamental drive, if there's a lot of adoption and hype, and then we're in the middle of a hype cycle, kind of like we are right now, Bitcoin can ignore those technicals. In CT2A, we talked about gauging the strength of the bulls and the bears, and in that video, which is coming out the week after next, by the way, we just updated it. In that video, I talk about how technical analysis is not the be-all and end-all of analysis. At the end of the day, the thing that moves the markets, and in fact, we talked about this in many videos in the course, the thing that moves the market is not technical analysis. And this is something that a lot of people don't understand when they get in the market. The technical analysis is not moving the market. The traders are moving the market. And if all the technical analysis says we should go to the downside, but all the traders don't care about that technical analysis and want to buy for some other reason, like because there's a halving coming up, the technical analysis can mean nothing. It can go have coffee with itself for all we care. Bitcoin is going to go up if the traders are buying. That's, at the end of the day, the only thing that matters. The technical analysis is a way of reading what the traders are going to do because we're all reading the same book. If you're going to go to church every Sunday, you should probably read the Bible so that you can understand what the preacher's talking about. If you're going to be trading Bitcoin, you should probably understand technical analysis because it's what everybody is trading and researching by. Do you see what I'm saying? Technical analysis is very important, and I'm not undermining anything we said in yesterday's video. All of those technical indicators line up. Bitcoin, technically speaking, should break to the downside. But there's a reason I laid out scenario number 2, and that's because Bitcoin can straight up ignore those. And just to show you there's always two sides to every argument, check this out. Even though all of those technical indicators are bearish, Bitcoin has technically now gotten above the 50 weekly simple moving average. That is a bullish sign. One thing someone pointed out in the comment section is the Fibonacci retracement. It's interesting because Bitcoin right now is testing the 0.5% level on the Fibonacci retracement ratio, which is another bearish sign, but it's very possible that Bitcoin still gets through it. Another thing to consider, guys, and this is something I didn't mention in yesterday's video because I was making a point, but something I want to bring to your attention in this video is that this weekly candlestick, guys, we've just seen a weekly chart bullish MACD cross. Remember what we talk about in CT2A with the convergence of short and long-term trends? I had to move over here so you can see it. See right over there, that video, the convergence of short and long-term trends? In that video, again, that's coming out the week after next, we talk about how important it is to understand that long-term trends will oftentimes override short-term trends. What did we just see? A weekly chart MACD cross. That's on the weekly chart. Everything else is on the daily chart. It should have a little bit more strength in all of that. Even though there's a lot more of it, the MACD is going to be significantly stronger than any one of those technical indicators because it's on a higher time frame. The point of this video is not to discredit the analysis that we did in yesterday's video. It's not to backtrack. It's not to say any of that. There are 2 points to this video. Number 1, I want you guys to understand that there are 2 sides to every argument, and even though it is a pretty clear cut of bearish technical analysis right now, the fundamental analysis and the FOMO and the hype cycle that we're in is combating that. The technicals can say whatever they want. If the traders don't follow them, it doesn't matter. And the second point I'm making in this video is that I need you to understand that there's a surface level understanding of technical analysis, which is what you're going to get from a YouTube video, but then there's a much more nuanced, wisdom-driven experience of technical analysis and trading in markets that you're going to get from working in them and learning about them every single day. I can't deliver all of that to you in a single video, which is why I'm trying to deliver some of it to give you an idea of what you might be missing in this one. There is a lot more to technical analysis than just reading 17 indicators. That's important. Don't get me wrong. You can build entire trading strategies off of that, and that's actually one of the things I have lined up to do next week is build a trading strategy for the first cohort based off of that. But I do need you to understand that there is a lot more nuance to technical analysis than just saying this technical indicator is bearish, this one's bullish, here's 17 bearish, here's 5 bullish, we're obviously going down. It's more complicated than that. So with that said, if you entered a short position yesterday because of me, I will tell you one thing. Do not stay in that short position until you've thought about it. Never make a trade solely based off of my analysis or Carl's analysis or Data Dash's analysis or Alessio's analysis or Sonny's analysis or Fourfly's analysis or anyone's analysis. Make a trade solely based off of your analysis, taking into consideration the technical analysis and the ideas that we give you. Come to your own conclusions and make your own trades. Like I said, I'm not your mother. All of the technicals are saying Bitcoin's going to go to the downside. I have a sneaking suspicion that we're still going to. But guys, considering we traded sideways for 48 hours, considering this bullish MACD cross, and considering the way that this bullish consolidation pattern is looking, because it looks like we're breaking bullish out of it as I'm recording this video, it actually does make some sense that Bitcoin could break to the upside before we have the correction that I've been talking about. Sometimes Bitcoin is due for a correction and it's not going to happen when you think it will. That's happened before also to me and everyone. The point of this video is to try and instill some wisdom in y'all, and y'all chart folk. You need some. It's really important. Guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. It's a little bit of an unorthodox video. We did some technical analysis, but it's really more about the mindset that goes into trading. It's not just, oh my gosh, we're going to the moon, or oh no, we're going to zero. That is how you get clicks on YouTube. And by the way, I know I engage in that. It's how the game's played. I'm sorry, I don't like clickbaiting, but I never lie in my titles. I never lie in my thumbnails, so I don't consider it clickbait. Point is, technical analysis is a lot more difficult than what thumbnails would lead you to believe. Remember this quote: "He who humbles himself will be exalted, but he who exalts himself will be humbled." Humble yourself in front of Lady Wisdom, and she will teach you what you need to know. Technical analysis is no different. But if you try and exalt yourself and make you think that you're smarter or wiser or more experienced than Lady Wisdom, she's going to crush you. Don't try her. If you ever think you know everything, it means you know nothing. Socrates once said that the oracle says that I am the wisest of all of the Greeks, and that is because I alone of all of the Greeks know that I know nothing. That right there is the single wisest statement that I've ever heard come out of a human's mouth. Do you think Socrates knew much about astrophysics? Probably not. It gets better every year because every year we discover things that he never had a shred of understanding of. The exact same thing is true for you. Humble yourself and you will be exalted. Exalt yourself and you will be humbled. Do the same thing in markets and do the same thing in life. Anyway, guys, before we wrap out here, I do first want to mention the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy because it is what helps to allow this channel to be possible. As I said, starting next week, the entire revamp to CT2A is going to be rolling out. We're going to be finishing updating all of the videos here in the technical indicators portion of the course, and then all of these videos down here in technical analysis, pretty much every one of them are done being recorded, and they are going to be updated over the course of the next 2 weeks. Guys, CT2A is a one-stop shop for learning technical analysis. I mean, seriously, we take you from everything from the very basics, if you don't know anything about technical analysis, all the way through the advanced concepts that we teach here on the channel. Everything that we've talked about in the last 7 videos, everything, absolutely everything, you will have a strong understanding of it coming out the other side of CT2A. But if you don't have a foundation, you're not going to understand it. Guys, I want to address something that people say sometimes. People say, oh, well, courses are scams. You can just learn all that stuff on the internet. Let me ask you a question. Would you feel comfortable going into surgery and your heart surgeon learned everything about heart surgery on Quora? Would you be comfortable taking a car to a mechanic that had no experience and who had learned everything on YouTube videos? Would you be comfortable with someone teaching your child if they had absolutely no formal education and they learned everything on, I don't know, a Twitch live stream? I'm just making things up at this point. There is a reason that certifications exist. There is a reason that college exists. There's a reason that universities exist. There's a reason that education and the entire system behind it exists. I think the college system as it's set up is mostly a scam and wastes a lot of your money, but that doesn't mean that the idea of going through a structured curriculum is a bad idea. That is a fantastic idea, and believe me, if you think you can learn all of this on Google, go right ahead. It took me 3 years to learn all of this. You could have it done in 2 weeks. What is your time worth to you? That's really what this is. I'm not going to lie to you. Some of the things in CT2A, you're going to find on Google. You can find the calculation for RSI with RS minus 1 over 100 and everything on Google. I'm not selling you information. People don't understand that. People think that courses are designed to sell information and they're scams because of that, because they can find it online. One, I'm not selling information. I'm selling wisdom, which you're not going to find on Google. You're not going to find everything I know on Google because I'm not on Google. But number two, you're not ever buying a course because of information. You're buying a course for structure. Because you see, that heart surgeon, pretty much everything that he knows could have been found on Google. But if he didn't have someone to show him what to look up in the first place, how would he have ever learned it? If that teacher had not gone through a course to teach her everything that she needs to know or he needs to know to teach your child, how would they know what they don't know? Because it's easy to Google a question if you know what question to ask, but the point of school and the point of YouTube courses and everything, it's not to teach you something that you already know the question to. It's to teach you things that you don't even know the question to. You can't just type into Google, oh, how do I get an instinct and a gut feeling and a market sentiment? How do I build that in myself? Because you don't know to ask that question if you're new to the space. You need someone to point it out to you. And that's what gets me about people saying in the comment section, they're like, oh, courses are a scam. People spend $60,000 a year on college to get out of college and be working at McDonald's for $12 an hour for the next 5 years while they're buried in student loan debt. Don't tell me that courses are a scam. If you want to talk scams, we can go talk to college system. If you want to learn technical analysis, you can try on Google. I learned it on my own. If you want to spend 2 years learning it and working in the market every single day, I have thousands of hours in this market. I had to learn it the hard way. I'm trying to give you a shortcut. It's really going to help, and the link's in the description. By the way, we have a 14-day money-back refund guarantee. You can get your money back, but also, by the way, 2 of the people that have previously refunded the course are asking to buy it again. They want to rejoin the course, which is really funny. If you join the academy and you think it's not worth your time, shoot me an email. I'll give you your money back. But you're not going to do that. And the reason you're not going to do that is because it's worth every penny. I can attest to that, and so too can our students. Join our Discord server down below and go talk to them yourself. I would love for you to get their take on it in the comments section and in our Discord server. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to go off on a rant, but it kind of pisses me off when people are calling me a scammer or a shill or something like that. Quite frankly, forget that. The 1,400 students that have gone through our academy are much better now because they went through CT2A than before they had, and that's not me talking. I'm quoting them. I'm not saying that to boast. I'm telling you what they're saying to me. I get emails all the time from our students that love the academy. So guys, I promise you, every one of these little rants at the end of the video is not going to be this long. I did just want to address that because it kind of upsets me. It's basically people attacking my character, and I don't appreciate it because I take my integrity extremely seriously, and I hope that that does convey here on YouTube, and I am going to defend myself on that. But with that said, guys, that is going to wrap it out for this video. If you did enjoy today's video, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. It does really help out the channel when you do that, and I would be very appreciative. Before we go, though, I want to ask you again, what's your favorite kind of coffee? I'm currently drinking some coffee that I have to actually just kind of burn through, but I have some Pablo's coffee from Guatemala that I love, and I'm probably about to go make some more of it. But yeah, guys, tell me what you think about the analysis in today's video. Do you think Bitcoin's going to go up, down? Honestly, at this point, I could see either way. There's a lot of FOMO, but there's also a lot of FUD. But guys, again, that is going to wrap it out for today's video. Before we go, though, I do first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Oh, I got a real good feeling.